It is like in a movie.
This is the secret door.
What do you think is the one thing that made you so successful?
I guess it's probably just being skeptical and curious and inquisitive about what's going on in the world, and the willingness or the eagerness to look at things that other people don't look at. If something is very cheap, by definition, people probably are not very interested in it, and nobody's investing in it. And frequently, that's where you find your best opportunities. If there's a change taking place, you don't do it just because nobody's investing there. Commodities was a perfect example. At the end of 1998, everybody giggled when you said commodities or China. They were all drooling and talking about .com. Well, I was looking at commodities in China because I thought that's maybe where things were changing and where there were opportunities. It so happens it was right.
So how do you see China's future?
Extremely bullish on the future of China, yes. The 19th century was the century of the UK. The 20th century was the century of the US. The 21st century is going to be the century of China, whether we like it or not.
Usually I'm in here an hour and 10 minutes before the opening so I can see what's going on in the financial industry in the rest of the world. We can no longer look domestically at the U.S. World events have placed a question mark on the stability of the U.S. dollar and the stability of the Western nations. NYMEX is the largest physical commodity market in the world. I mean, it's just not trading copper. You're trading dollars, you're trading different currencies. Energy has an impact on it. The stock market has an impact on it. And I have a broad array of markets to look at. You have to utilize all those tools. Right now, the demand for copper has been astronomical. Not so much from the US or Europe, but from the Far East. The growth of China, the growth of India, 2.5 billion people living in a part of the world that was third world. Right now, everything that China and India produces, most of it goes to exports. You got to think, though, what's going to happen when they become the consuming nation?